What is up, you guys? Chris from Safe Fitness here, and today's video is going to be on how to train your back, particularly the lats with a dumbbell. Now, the exercise I'm going to give you guys is not the best exercise to train lats. That would be the pull-ups. Pull-ups are the #1 best way to train lats and get a nice full back. But if you don't have a pull-up bar, then you can train with the dumbbells. And this, I would say, is on my top 5 on how to train your back with dumbbells. Now, as many of you guys already know, I developed a nice body at home, so this shows you guys that you don't need nice fancy gym equipment. Still the old exercises, they still work. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do the dumbbell row. Now, with this exercise, you don't want to go super heavy. You could, but it will put a lot of stress in your back, and I'll show you where exactly it puts the stress on the back. But you want to use a lighter weight. Why? Because the problem I see a lot with people, which I will show you guys, is when they lower the weight down, they swing it back up like that, using a lot of momentum. Bam, bam. Instead of nice, slow, and controlled, squeezing, getting that nice stretch at the bottom, squeeze at the top, hold it for a second, squeeze, stretch it to the bottom. That's the nice movement of the exercise itself. The reason why you don't want to use momentum is because you're not really going to hit the lats. This is a lat exercise, and it's really easy to incorporate other muscle groups in this exercise, such as your biceps. Your biceps should only be a stabilizer in this exercise. If you're going too heavy and you're doing the rowing, what happens most of the time, because it's a heavy weight, is your arm starts to curl it like a hammer curl. Starts to curl it up, and then all you do is just this little movement right here, which is not really training anything. So that's one of the things that I always try to preach here, is it doesn't have to be super heavyweight to get a nice good exercise. For a long time I was training with 20-pound dumbbells, and it was for a long time. Benching, I did 90 pounds for my bench, and I developed nice muscles. So again, you don't have to go super heavy on this exercise. I really recommend, if you guys do not go super heavy on the exercise, John the light. I recommend, if you guys do not go super heavy on this exercise, mainly because you want to target that nice lat and develop it so you get that nice back. So let me tell you guys where it puts the stress on the back. So you want to keep your back nice and straight. You want to lower this part. You don't want to lower your whole body. Sometimes what people like to do is they like to put their foot out, or they even like to put it straight. The only problem with putting it straight is that now you're adding a lot of tension on the back right here in this area. Also, if you're hunched over like that, that's a lot of stress on the back. So keep that back nice and straight. Lower just this, like if you're doing a shoulder shrug, if you push it up, it's gonna go up. Push it down, it's gonna go down. Let it go nice and deep, get that nice stretch, and squeeze at the top. You want to be focusing with that mind-muscle connection on the back, aka the lats, because this is mainly a lat/rhomboid exercise. And make sure you guys are holding it for about a second or two at the top. The hand positioning for this exercise as well is you could use a hook, like, I don't know, Captain Hook. Just hook onto the dumbbell and roll it up, or you could use a nice grip on it. Only difference between the two is that a hooking motion gives more of a nice contraction on the back, focuses mainly on the back, opposed to a grip motion, which you would use if you're curling or any other movement. It starts to incorporate the forearms and the biceps. Another muscle group that it could incorporate is the shoulders, as well as the traps. If you're not doing it correctly, you can start turning into a trap exercise. Also, it could also incorporate some tricep a little bit, but mainly the bicep, the forearm, the tricep, and the shoulders should only be a stabilizing muscle. You will incorporate a little bit of it, but let's try to reduce the amount of tension you get on those muscle groups. So again, guys, make sure you're using a light enough weight so you're not jerking it up and down. Because I'm president for one of the clubs at a weightlifting club at my school, and I see this a lot in my gym. Again, where people, actually it was like 5 people in a row, just doing this. Slant, like, it's alright if you, no, it's not alright. You want to get that nice full range of motion, nice, slow, and steady. You want to be in control of the weight, opposed to you're just slamming it down, slamming back up, bam, bam, bam. Be in control with the weight. Make sure you're doing it correctly, because if you're not doing it correctly, you're going to injure yourself, obviously, and also you're not going to be working out the correct muscle group. So make sure you guys are working it out properly. Don't be so egotistic. You don't have to have that nice ego of, hey, how much do you dumbbell row, how much do you bench? It's not about the weight. It's all about trying to get that nice physique, and that's what I try to talk about all the time, you guys. There's no point in having a nice body for a year when, like, you're gonna be having aches and sores in your bones as well as in your muscles and all that when you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s. You want to have that nice physique when you're in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and not having those problems in your joints. So make sure you guys are training smart. If you guys like the content here, make sure you guys click the like button down below, as well as comment, and make sure you guys subscribe to get all the newest videos when they come out. This is Chris from C Fitness, you guys, signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video.